Y'all, we just got the latest and final episode of Dragon Ball Daima. Yo, I'm not gonna say it was perfect, but damn if it won't close. This episode was amazing. The fight between Goma and Goku Super Saiyan 4 was some next level stuff. Not only that, I just love the fact that in this episode they showed your boy Goku do a Kamehameha, and this might be one of the top Kamehamehas that we've ever seen in all of Dragon Ball. I would say number one would probably be the Kefka one, in my opinion, because that shit was just so brutal. It was just so brutal. Then I would probably go with Gohan Super Saiyan 2 versus Cell towards the end. But this one, I don't know. I might have to sit down and just really think about it. This Kamehameha was so amazing by Super Saiyan 4 Goku. It was just next level. And then I love how they kind of paid homage to Dragon Ball GT while Goku shooting the Kamehameha in this final episode. You could see the little strains of red inside of his Kamehameha, which really made me think of, you know what I'm saying, times 10 Kamehameha from Dragon Ball GT. It was just such an epic moment. The fact that this blast put a hole in Goma, not only that, it put holes in all three demon worlds. It's just insane to me. That's why I said this can go on the list for best Kamehamehas throughout all of Dragon Ball. And someone could say it's number one. I wouldn't even be mad at them. I mean, I would probably have to think about it. But if they said it was number one, I would be like, I get it. It was amazing. It was beautiful. It was really great. But we about to get into this episode. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell for all notifications. Now, I do got one thing I'm a little upset about. Piccolo, man, he fumbled the damn ball. Like, yo, they gave this dude the opportunity to be the hero, the opportunity to save the day, and he choked up. He fumbled. Now, I know some people are going to be like, nah, Goman got the third eye. You know, he was aware of what was going on the whole time. That's why he was able to stop Piccolo. No. Majin Buu stopped his ass. So Piccolo should have been able to stop his ass. You got 2 hits in. You telling me you couldn't get that third hit in? Man, look, you could have just plucked him or something. It probably would have been stronger than the damage that Ku was putting out. Because I don't think Ku is that strong. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just think he's really, really smart, very intelligent. So the fact that, you know what I'm saying, Piccolo got stopped, I'm just really disappointed in him, man. I'm really disappointed. Piccolo, you could have did better. I expected better. I wanted you to shine. This was your chance. But, you know what I'm saying, outside of that, another gripe of mine when it comes to this final episode is I feel like it deserved another episode. I feel like they tried to squeeze everything into this final episode and they didn't get a chance to, like, close, loose strings, shut all the threads down. I feel like they didn't actually do that. And if they would have had an extra episode to work with, they would have been able to do so because there's many things that they left unanswered. How does this tie into Dragon Ball Super? Does it even tie into Dragon Ball Super? Is this a separate timeline? The thing with the fusion bugs, that's something I really feel like they dropped the ball when it comes to that because they foreshadowed it. Like, was that episode 4? They foreshadowed it. And we didn't even get any mention of it. They didn't say anything about the fusion bugs. We didn't even get like a gag fusion. We didn't get any type of fusion when it comes to the fusion bugs. And everybody was looking forward to it. I mean, people were talking about it. People was like, oh man, the fusion's coming this episode. Oh man, the fusion's coming. Because there was so much hype built up around it. And I feel like if you weren't going to do a fusion, you shouldn't even have that segment in the episode. That's just my thoughts on it. I got to keep it real for you guys. I got to keep it honest. The fact they didn't do that. Not only that, the stuff about Super Saiyan 4, they kind of mentioned in this episode that, Goku kind of somewhat got close to reaching it after the battle with Majin Buu, but he wasn't quite sure that he could achieve it. And then he manages to achieve it thanks to Never help, but they never speak on it saying what he did. Like, I would have loved to know what did he actually do to help Goku unlock that ability. And I would also loved if he did it to Vegeta as well, to help Vegeta unlock it. So those are probably my only gripes about this series. The rest of it I think was fun. It was enjoyable. I enjoyed it from start to finish, the very first episode to the very last episode. Not every episode is perfect, but I still enjoyed every episode, if that makes sense to you guys. But the battle with Goma, oh my gosh, man, this was intense. That you could just see so much love, so much passion for the series and the animation. You know what I'm saying? Like the workers, you could see that they actually had that when it comes to this episode of Dragon Ball. Like they put all the care and just this went all out, yo. Shout out to everyone who took the time out to bring us this series. You could tell it was a lot of passion. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, Toriyama's probably watching, you know, from upstairs, like, yo, dang, they did my series justice, man. They really did it justice with the animation. You know, this is his final work, and I feel like he kind of left on a high note, if you ask me. Yo, it was a great series. It was a really great series. And I like the fact that, you know, the demon world is kind of being rebuilt in a positive way, and we might even have future episodes where Goku and you know, his friends go back to the demon world. I'm curious to see how things like that change. Now, one thing I think is hilarious is once they get the third eye out of Goma's body, they choose to, you know, Glorios chooses to step on it. And I feel like if something's this powerful, how could it be destroyed so easily? And that's just how, that's one thing I'm kind of like, he destroyed it with a step, with a stomp? Like, really? And then towards the end of the episode, after the credits, you get it where they walk into the store and this lady is actually selling third eyes. She was like, yeah, you know, I had 3 of them. Someone bought one a long time ago, but other than that, no one ever comes in and buy them. You know, they triple you. You know, they can make you very powerful. You know, very more powerful than what you currently are, but no one ever bought them. She's like, I do you a favor. You can buy these 2 at a cheap price. And it's just like, yo, man, you telling me whoever had the first third eye, you know, I don't know if they had it before, you know, the Boar father had it, but you telling me the first owner of it bought it from a store? Yo, and is it possible to add multiple ones to your body? Like, if you bought those 2 remaining 2s, could you put them both in your body at the same time? Or is that something where only one can be in the body at a time? I'm very curious about it. I would have loved to have got more detail of where the third eye actually came from. You know, what animal actually possessed it, because those eyes probably, it had to come from a creature. And I wonder what creature the eyes actually came from. Maybe we'll find out in a future series of Dragon Ball. We just don't know. But all in all, I really enjoyed myself when it came to this series, man. It was, like I said, it was a great time. We got to see things that we haven't ever seen, and we wanted to see. We wanted to see Super Saiyan 4 canon. We got that. We wanted to see Vegeta go Super Saiyan 3. We got to see that as well. We wanted to see the Supreme Kai actually, you know, do some moves and show what he's capable of. We got to see that. We wanted to know more about the other realms. We got to see that as well. We got a little more lore on Majin Buu. We got that as well. I like Majin Buu. He turned out to be really dope. So did Majin Buu. And the Supreme Kai sister, I mean, I started liking her towards the end of the series as well. So all in all, it was a great watch. But I'm curious to hear y'all take on the series as a whole. And if you haven't watched it, are you planning on watching it? Let me know down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.